Hi guys, happy fall. I hope everyone is doing good. Today I have something fun and unusual for us to make, so I hope you like it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and leave me a comment. To make this adorable pumpkin, you're going to need 3 of the Dollar Tree splatter screens with the handle. You definitely want the handle for this DIY. So 3 splatter screens from Dollar Tree and 3 placemats from Walmart. These placemats are Better Homes and Gardens brand. They're a little less than $3 each, so you will need 3 of them. Now I have noticed at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, and other places, they're starting to get cute placemats that will work for this DIY. So you do not have to buy these Better Homes and Gardens placemats if you do not want to. And here I'm just showing you kind of how it's going to look. Next, you're going to take your 2 of your splatter screens and you're going to carefully bend the handles back so that 2 of them will stand up. Next, you're going to need some floral wire, and I use 20 gauge floral wire to wire your placemats onto your splatter screens. Now I don't know, I didn't do it this way. I bent my handles first, but it might be easier to add the placemats to the splatter screens before you bend your handles. Just remember that these are jute round placemats and they are heavier than the Dollar Tree placemats. So when you're placing your placemat on your splatter screen, make sure on the 2 that have the handles bent that you don't place it too far down. You want to kind of line it up where it's flush so that your placemats don't bend when it's sitting up. I just cut some 20 gauge floral wire into 3 pieces, and on each splatter screen I used 4 wires. Sorry I didn't have the camera high enough up, but I'm just trying to make sure and line the placemat up with the bottom of the splatter screen where the handle is bent back. That way it doesn't hang over when it's sitting up. So just kind of try to think about that when you're placing your placemat onto your splatter screen on those 2 where the handles are bent. Next, for the stem of the pumpkin, I'm just taking some twine, tying it onto the handle, and then I'm just going to wrap the handle with twine. Over the past 2 years, I have made these splatter screen pumpkins, but I have made them as wreaths. So if you want to watch those tutorials, I'll link those in the description box below because every one I do is a little bit different. Before you wire your pumpkin or your 3 splatter screens together to make a pumpkin, play around with it because you'll want to make sure that your handles are bent far enough back so that your pumpkin is going to stand up. So you may have to readjust your handles a little bit and bend them a little more, but you could put the pumpkins like I'm holding the 2 splatter screens like this and put the one in the center, or you can do it right the opposite way. So play around and see what shape you like best, but before you start wiring it together, make sure that it's going to stand up and you have the handles laying where they're flat so that you can place it on your porch, on your hearth, wherever you would like. You could also spray paint your placemats if you wanted to. So if you want an orange pumpkin, you could easily spray paint these placemats if you cannot find them in orange. And remember, when you're buying your placemats, you want them to be able to thread wires through. So that's something to think about. These were a little bit difficult to thread wires through, but it worked out just fine. I used lots of wires to make sure that my pumpkin held its shape just like I wanted it to, and I would recommend keeping your pumpkins inside. Now these could probably make it fine out on a front porch if it has shelter, and maybe you know of some kind of spray you can spray it with so that it will last longer. But just remember, if you cannot find these Better Homes and Gardens placemats at Walmart, lots of places have cute fall placemats right now. So don't get discouraged. Check TJ Maxx, check Marshall's, Hobby Lobby, Target. Those kind of places have cute fall placemats out right now. And there's the back of the splatter screens. And this is the way the pumpkin looks sitting in front of my fireplace, but y'all know I had to add a little extra to it. So I picked up this fall floral pick at Walmart for less than $3. And then I had 2 different colors of ribbon I used to tie a bow, and this is 2.5-inch width ribbon with wire. I always get lots of questions about tying bows, and just remember you'll want to use ribbon with wire because the loops will hold their shape. So let out a tail, make a loop, pinch it tightly in your left hand, go to the other side, make another loop about the same size as your first loop. Now see how my ribbon's bending? Just kind of go with it. And see, it made a nice loop. Keep it pinched tightly in your left hand. Other side, just kind of roll with your ribbon the way it's coming out instead of fighting and twisting with it, and see if that will help you when you're making a bow. The orange ribbon is from Michaels. The cow print ribbon, I ordered it online from Craft Outlet, and I was almost out, but I wanted to use a little bit of it, so I had enough for a strip. But first I've got to tie off my bow, so I'm taking some floral wire, wrapping it nice and tight around the center of my bow. Make sure that you get the wire nice and tight around the center of your bow. To dovetail the ends, take your ribbon, fold it in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. You could just do a knife cut if you wanted to, where that's cutting at a slant. Either way, it's going to be fine. And then for the cow print ribbon, I just cut a strip of it, which it was probably about 16 inches long, and I just tied it around the center of the bow, and then I dovetailed the ends. attach the fall floral pick, I just wired it on to the top of the pumpkin, and then I took the wires from my bow and I just wrapped them around the stem. And that's it, guys. Now you have a gorgeous pumpkin to sit around wherever you would like. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this pumpkin. If you make one, I would love to see yours. I'm on Facebook at Keeping It Simple Crafts. I'm also on Instagram at Keeping It Simple Crafts. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it, and leave me a comment. And Parker says hi.